Well, as you can see, we're getting a late start this morning. Did not get out of work as early as I wanted to last night. By the time I got home, finished packing, it was late. So I'm just now getting up here, stepping into the woods in Connecticut for the third time. And hopefully this will be the last trip up here, because I don't want to come back a fourth time. But yeah, we're coming in early season. Last couple times I've been here in the late season, so hopefully that'll make a difference and we can actually find something. Weather's a little windier than I would like, but we're in the woods, so that's all that matters. So the wind has picked up. According to my weather app, gusts are up to like 35 to 40. That feels about right. Which sucks for turkey hunting. The only advantage to that is that if I get a bird to gobble, I'm probably going to be in its bubble. So my plan is to just stay on my feet and cover some ground and hope I get a bird to gobble. And if I do, it's probably going to happen pretty quick. In here. The first time I was in Connecticut, I found a bird that was just on the other side of this private field here. And I should have killed him. I made a dumb move and blew it. I'm gonna sit here tonight though. There's two private fields here. Morning, guys. It is our second day here in Connecticut for this spring season. Right now it's not windy, but it's supposed to get real windy again, because yesterday was windy. So I'm hoping I can make this count first thing. I'm going back where I found that hen yesterday. Found a lot of sign in there, so I feel like there's got to be more birds in that area. And if she's there by herself, there's got to be a longbeard in there somewhere. I just gotta hope that I can get him. It kind of sucks with the property boundary, the way that it is. There's a lot of room that he could be in there, and I could be out in the game. But at this point, it's the best knowledge I got. So I gotta go with it. Just getting some things done that I should have done last night, like get my water bottle together. And we'll be walking. We got a long walk ahead of us. Yesterday it took me an hour and a half to walk out. So not exactly looking forward to that long walk, but gotta do what you gotta do. What am I missing? Just heard a bird gobble. He's a pretty good ways away from me, and a pretty good ways away onto private. But there's also a lot of public between me and him. So I'm gonna try and make up some ground here real quick. Yeah, baby. Was that not awesome or what? That was so freaking cool. Oh man. Connecticut down, baby. Connecticut down. Since there's a lot of other birds right here, I'm gonna get these guys tagged up and bring them back towards the truck a little bit to do a recap. Kind of let the woods settle down a little bit. Man, what a morning. That was about as textbook as you could ask for. Connecticut, New York State number 45. You know, sometimes when you kill one, you just have so much just raw excitement. And then sometimes that excitement's changed a little bit. This is one of those. There's a lot of relief going on right now. Connecticut has not been an easy state for me. This is day 12 in Connecticut, in my 3rd hunting season here. I hunted here last year, and then I hunted here in 2019, I think. I think it was 2019. And it had been a grind. The last 2 years, I was here late in the season. First year I found a bird, should have killed it, didn't. Such is life. Actually, I found a couple birds. Just could never make it work. Last year, never really got on anything. And after I killed my Rhode Island bird, I was over here for a couple of days and really never got on a bird that was on public at all. That's why you never saw a video from it. I never had anything but me just walking around, and I was so frustrated at that point by not finding birds and finding a ton of birds on private and not getting, knocking on doors, not getting permission, not finding birds on public. I just kind of stopped carrying the camera. I was just frustrated. But fast forward to this year into this morning. Let's back up one step. Yesterday, I was in here, called up that hen just over this little hill right here. And when I was walking around in here, I'm like, man, there's a lot of scratching in these leaves. A lot of scratching. More than just one turkey's gonna make. And I noticed these pines are in here. And there's a few behind me too. I noticed these pines were in here, and I thought this would be a good roost spot for them. So this morning I wanted to come in here and kind of be on the downhill side of the pines. I knew when I woke up I didn't have enough time to get all the way up into the pines like I originally wanted when I went to bed last night, but I wanted to get at least to the edge of the pines, and I figured I could make something work from there. I knew it was kind of open in here, and I could, if I was close enough to them when they started gobbling, I could move on them. And that's exactly what happened. They started gobbling, I moved up, got pretty close to him, heard a bird fly out, thought I'd screwed it up at that point because I thought maybe he'd see me because he was a lot closer, or it was a lot closer than I thought that it was. They hit the ground, I called, they gobbled back, I called, they gobbled, I mean, it was great. And then I hear a hen, she starts clucking, and it sounded like, the same high-pitched hen that I talked to yesterday. Sorry, I'm still getting over my allergies, or I don't know what it is, but anyway, I hear that hen, and a bird gobbles right there with her. I'm like, alright, here they come. Sure enough, I see a gobbler coming first, and I can see the hen behind him. And I'm watching him, and I can't see a beard, but he looks huge compared to that hen. And I just couldn't, he was walking right at me, and I couldn't see a beard. And then he'd turn, and I'd catch just the glimpse of something on his chest, but I couldn't tell whether it was a sticky outie or a hangy downy. And finally, I was able to identify that it was a longbeard. But by that point, that hen was in the mix, and there was 3 jakes that were in the mix as well, and they were all kind of like running around each other. Then another longbeard comes and joins the group, and they're all kind of running and milling around with each other. And I had said when I walked in here, I said, if I get a shot at 2 birds, I'm going to take it. I have never shot 2 birds in one shot, and I have wanted to do that forever. I've always wanted to Scotch double on turkeys, ethically Scotch double on turkeys. And finally, the 2 longbeards separated enough from the rest of the group. They had a couple trees between them, and they put their heads side by side. And I was like, now it's your shot. Before they move, you better pull that trigger. So I did. I ended up pulling the shot a little bit, pulled it down. Didn't quite hit them in the heads, but they both did not go anywhere. I'm not looking forward to this walkout, I'll be honest. It's about 2 miles to get back to the truck from here. And I have to go through some of the worst freaking mountain laurel I've ever seen. And just carrying this camera was a pain. Yeah, this isn't gonna be fun. Yeah, baby. Oh my God. Y'all don't know just how happy I am and how relieved I am.